TakaSquid is back in this episode of Yakuindomo Season 2, and I felt like TakaSquid could not have ended any better than it did just because of the anticlimactic ending. Hata being the honest culprit and pretty much saying that she did it was just downright hilarious. And then she has the emphasis of the laugh like, ho ho, and that was just freaking great. I felt like the entire build-up from the past 12 episodes, the way TakaSquid has been dragged out, I felt like that's what made it so much impact just because of everything was meaningless and that Hata was the major culprit. That was funny. Hata once again proves to be the epic troll, one of my favorite characters in this series. So, we get some romance development in this episode. Right at that end, it turned really serious. We had Shino and Suzu becoming very jelly over Umi walking with Tsuda home. Really interesting. I was actually very shocked about that we're finally getting into some romance elements of Seitokai Yakuindomo, but most likely this is a troll ending. Most likely next episode is not going to really focus on the romance, and now we're just going to get the standard comedy that Seitokai usually does this in each episode, which I'm fine with that. I know romance shouldn't be the major factor we're all looking forward to in this type of series, but I wish, you know, it would turn into, at the very least, some form of romance, eventually try to develop some form of plot with the characters, because overall, that's something I want to see. I want to see one of the characters get with our main male character, Suda, but besides that, this episode all around, it had some funny moments. Not one of my favorite moments, honestly. It wasn't the best episode ever, but it did have adorable moments like Tsundere Suzu. That was just... wow, that was adorable. That was really adorable the way she acted, and Suda didn't even know what she was doing. That was funny. That was really freaking funny. I enjoyed almost the entire aspect of this episode. Like, let's talk about the section where you get to see how Shino walks up to Arya and is like, I'm gonna rub your shoulders for you. And all of a sudden she grabs her own pie. He's like, grow bigger, grow bigger, grow bigger. Hurt her back more. I was like, oh my god. So, that is messed up. That was really messed up. There was a lot of, once again, sexual gags in this episode, and they went back to their wordplay of actual sexual gags. Especially with the freaking chalkboard. When you get to see freaking Shino writing on the chalkboard how they're wanting to give a hand of choosing chocolates for Suda, and all of a sudden you see how Shino writes in hand job, I was like, oh my god. So finally they're doing more wordplay type sexual jokes, which is really funny because I love seeing this type of stuff in Seitokai Yakuindomo. And all in all, it's going to be sad seeing this series end. Next episode is the final episode. I've really enjoyed this run of Season 2. It's been entertaining every week, and I love the comedy because it's such a darker type of comedy that we normally don't get to see in the anime industry, and I feel like more anime should really try to do this more because it's something that I feel like Seitokai Yakuindomo is really polished well. They've tried to do something out of the norm that we normally don't get to see in other comedy anime, so I felt like this is why I really enjoyed this type of series. The animation this episode, once again, was beautiful. I love the animation of Seitokai Yakuindomo Season 2. They really have some beautiful animation, especially with some CGI moments. We had some really good music, once again, good music background that really emphasized the characters. We had the New Year's resolutions, which is really freaking hilarious to get to see all the characters what they want to do, and then how freaking Yokoshima Sensei is like, oh, my resolution, and she's rubbed herself up against a freaking pole. It's like, oh my god. So there's just so much things in this episode that was just like, oh my god, that's wrong. I like how you get to see Dejima freaking like grab Arya when she's falling on her bed, and they ask like, how is she there so quick? So I'm guessing Dejima is probably staring at Arya while she sleeps. So overall, in a whole, I've enjoyed this episode. It was really adorable. I love the cute moments in it. I love the jelly romance at the end. And I feel like maybe the last episode of Seitokai might deliver us with romance. I never know. But anyways, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. And everybody, love you so much. Chibi out.